What's up everyone, welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're going to be taking a look at ETH and its recent price action, along with some talk about news and fundamentals, and with the price prediction for the short and the long term as well. Before we begin, we'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone for their continued support, the likes and subscribers, Patreon and YouTube members, and all your amazing comments and sharing. We appreciate you all so much at the channel and been growing incredibly fast recently, so thank you to all of you. Our community has been growing amazingly well and it's all down to you guys, so thank you so much. If you want to support the channel, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any videos, and turn on bell notifications as well. Also, if you're interested in even more info, we're offering Patreon and YouTube membership for coin calls and more in-depth research of altcoins with massive potential. All the links are in the description, and in any instance you can sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. So as we can see, this year, Ethereum has been on an absolute tear. We can actually see the price action here. On the 1st of January, Ethereum is valued at around $725. And since then, it's ran to a current price of around just over $4,000, which is absolutely insane. There are a lot of people that said Ethereum would never hit this mark because the market cap would be too large. But as we can see, Ethereum is well over 4K now. It actually ran as high as almost $1,200 before it's now having a decent little pullback here. Obviously, we've talked about ETH a few times in the past few weeks and how it was respecting this channel here off the back of the recent market-wide correction, which saw this double bottom happening for most cryptocurrencies here. And then since then, the price action of ETH has started to take off. Bitcoin dominance has been falling and ETH dominance has been rising. When it hit that when it hit that $3 mark, the price action exploded to the upside, as we can see here. It seemed to just go absolutely parabolic once it hit the 3K mark. I think everyone started to FOMO in once they realized that ETH wasn't going to have a pullback in consolidation in this kind of area that we probably would have anticipated, retesting the all-time high before coming back down. The price action basically went parabolic. It broke out of this trend that we outlined here. So I'll delete these now so it's not too confusing. Broke out of that trend line that we outlined there. And then since then, it's essentially been moving to the upside quite significantly. There has been some sideways and consolidation action, which is nice to see, because it means that the price action isn't just going straight up for days and days and days, because what happens when that happens is there's massive corrections, which are not good for sustained price action for ETH. We basically don't want the price action to get too worn out too soon in the bull run. So we do want Ethereum to have some cooling off periods, because obviously nobody wants the bull run to end early because ETH basically jumped ship and ran up too quickly. But as we can see, ETH really is starting to get a lot of money flowing into it. There's basically $100 billion of price action right here, which is absolutely incredible when you think about it. But we do think that, as we said in our previous video, the longer that this upwards price action goes on at such a crazy level, as we can see, if we zoom out, this price action is basically straight up. And this is obviously not sustainable, because if we did this for the next 6 months, Ethereum would probably be like 100K per token, which we do think will happen eventually, but I don't think that's feasible and not sustainable whatsoever for the next year or so. So the longer this goes on, we do think that there is going to be a correction. We called it in our last video, but the price continued to run up, and that's absolutely fine. We did say that one of two scenarios would play out. Either Ethereum here would have lost some momentum and then fell back and retraced maybe to this 3K level so that it could cool off and then move to the upside. But what's actually happened is Ethereum did the second scenario that we said, where the bullish momentum has continued, and we've actually ran past a price now of 4K. Which is obviously amazing, and we're not for a moment suggesting that we don't want Ethereum to go up, because it's incredible and everyone that holds Ethereum wants Ethereum to go up in value. But obviously we're looking for a more sustained rally rather than these crazy euphoric price actions and then large dumps, because that's how people get wrecked, and we don't want the market to get a bad name from being just crazy parabolic activity. It would be much nicer to see Ethereum correct and then move to the upside in a much more steady manner. because as you can see, the longer that this goes on, the more chance there is of a huge correction to the downside. And I don't think that anyone will actually wants that. So as we said in the previous video, we do think that Ethereum has the potential to correct maybe even as far as this 3K level, which would be around a 50% correction between here and here now. And it does seem like Ethereum will run out of steam eventually, because as I said, there's no way that this price action can continue upwards forever. And the longer it goes on, the more likely it is that the correction will come, and it will be bigger the longer that this euphoric upwards movement goes on. So it seems very likely to us that Ethereum could come back down and correct into these levels, definitely, where there's a lot of structure here. It could even come as far as this 3K level, where this euphoric price action truly began. Because as we can see, this actual level here, where we drew in these trend lines, the price action wasn't actually too crazy. It was going up steadily and much more sideways, up and down and upwards, rather than the complete euphoric run up that we're seeing here. But as we said, once it hit that 3K mark, it really started to just rip to the upside in a very parabolic looking way. And this is something that we want to try and avoid if we want to continue the run in a more sustained manner and not just peak too early in the bull run. So we do think that Ethereum is going to perform exceptionally well this year. We definitely think it's going to be over 10K per token by the end of the year. But our short-term price targets, we do think that a retracement is inevitable and it's going to come sooner or later. However much people don't want to agree with that, we do think that it's going to happen. Because in order for the price action to continue upwards, we do need to see a correction. Because otherwise, Ethereum is just going to get way too euphoric and heated, and the correction to the downside could be absolutely catastrophic. So we are expecting Ethereum to have some kind of pullback in the short term. Whether or not that comes today or in the next month, we don't know. But the longer the price action continues upwards, the more likely that it's going to correct down to one of these levels of structure. We do think that this 3,400 level and this 3K level are the prime candidates, depending on how far the price action goes from here. But we would like to see Ethereum correct. And then beyond that, we do think that 5K is the next target because it's a very psychological level. And we do think this is easily achievable for Ethereum. Let me just draw that in. We could say this is the target here. This 3K level, this 5K level as a short-term price target in the next few months. But we do believe that Ethereum is going to have a correction sooner or later. And whether or not it hits 5K first and then corrects, or has the correction now, or in between, comes back down and retests these levels and then heads to the upside, it's hard to know. But we do think the correction is coming, so just be prepared for that. But on a macro time scale, we do think Ethereum is going to be well over 10K by the end of the run as well. So maybe even $20,000, depending on how much value that it can generate, and also how euphoric the end of the bull run is. So that's our Ethereum price prediction for today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comments section below. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're going to be offering a host of additional benefits, including coin calls, and the higher tiers gain one-to-one access to us personally, as well as a look at our personal portfolio, our daily research of cryptocurrencies with massive potential, and not to mention a 100x portfolio that we're currently constructing. So please take advantage of that there. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by depositing $100 using the link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money. So there's no reason not to do that. And they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each. Also, make sure to hit the like button, as it helps the channel out so much. So if you're a fan of the channel, please just go ahead and hit the like button now. Currently only around 10% of our viewers are subbed, and we'd love to see our community continue to grow, so hit the big red subscribe button as well. You can also sign up to our free Telegram. You'll get all of our updates there, including all of our videos getting posted, technical analysis, and other good community stuff. So please go and take advantage of that as well. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.